I respect your time, so let's get right into it. Today I aim to answer one of the most common questions about mining. Is it more efficient to mine at a lower level to get a certain ore that you want, or is it better to mine at a higher level and dismantle the ores? Do you actually lose a lot of value when dismantling or synthesizing the ores? Now, this is an excellent question, something that I was very curious about as well, so here we go. Now, before we start, credits to Stellaris for providing the template, and credits to Stormship for collecting some of the mining data. Now, we will be using the right side of the mining tab today. So let's start with mining level 1. You get level 1 coal, upgrading metal, muspellium, and the 3 refinement ores. Using about 2000 plus stamina, these are the number of ores that have been mined, and a rough probability over here of getting it. So it's basically like a 10% chance to get coal, 60% chance to get upgrading metal 1, 20% chance to get muspellium, and 3% chance to get the refinement ores. So you can see, wow, there's like a 60% chance to get upgrading metal 1. So let's say I actually want upgrading metal 1. Should I always stay at mining level 1? Since if we look down the row, mining level 1 seems to give me the highest chance of getting upgrading metal 1. So should I stay at mining level 1? Let's see. Now, mining level 2 introduces a bunch of ores that are not relevant to the video. Let's skip. Mining level 3 is very interesting. It introduces muspellium 2 and upgrading metal 2. So if you simply dismantle the muspellium and upgrading metal 2 and you compare, you are still getting higher crystal per stamina at mining 3 despite losing 1 ore every time you dismantle. Now, even if you changed everything that cannot sell to 0, let's say silver cannot sell, impure cannot sell, gold and iron is fine, pure jewel stone cannot sell. Even if I change all those that cannot sell to 0, I still get a higher value at mining 3 as compared to mining 1. And you are almost getting the same number of ores that you actually want if you dismantle level 2 to level 1. So of course I used a little bit more stamina in mining level 3, but the idea is there, right? Let's look at mining 4. It introduces level 2 rough orichalcon, illunium, and bradium. Now, if you are someone that wants level 1 refining materials, staying at level 1 mining might seem efficient because the ores are less diluted and less spread out. However, if we dismantled all the level 2 ores, refining ores, to level 1, you absolutely end up with way more. Even if I use like 100 stamina more, but the amount that I get here is way more at mining level 4 as compared to mining level 1. And if we look at the overall value of mining 4, even after we dismantle everything down to level 1, you still get more value than mining 1. And I've dismantled everything, including muspellium, upgrading metal. Everything has been dismantled to level 1, and still you get a better value overall. If I were to change everything to 0, things that doesn't sell, still higher. Now let's go even deeper. Let's say you want level 2 rough orichalcon. We can either dismantle level 3 rough orichalcon to level 2, or we can synthesize rough orichalcon from level 1 to 2. There are multiple ways to do it. And it sounds extremely troublesome, right? Don't worry, I got you. First, we look at which level gives the most level 2 rough orichalcon. Level 2 rough orichalcon is here, so mining 6. Level 6 mining gives a whopping 4.75%. Now, it's not lost on me that mining is RNG, obviously. The data here is based on an average of 2000 plus sample size. I am not going to mine one rough orichalcon, clip it, and say mining 100%. Now, that's not how it works, right? So if you want even more accurate data, you can always spend more stamina and collect the data and record it down. So, should I stay at mining 6 to get my level 2 rough orichalcon, or should I mine at my highest possible mining level? So let's use mining 8 as an example. So if we dismantle level 3 rough orichalcon to level 2, as well as synthesize level 1 to 2, the number is actually pretty close. One is 34, one is 41. Of course, I used 2200 stamina in mining 6, and I used 2400 in mining 8. But we can say that given variance is actually pretty close. However, if we look at the overall value of mining 8, it's undoubtedly much, much higher than mining 6. So in conclusion, mining at the highest possible level always gives you the best value. Even if you are aiming for a particular ore, dismantling and synthesizing from a higher mining level would still yield you a better value overall. Now, I have another opinion regarding mining. In my personal opinion, if I am trying to progress my character, when deciding how I should spend my crystals and stamina, I would actually compare whether something is within my control or not. So let me give an example. Upgrading stuff usually requires upgrading metal and some kind of fish. So level 1 is like shell, turquoise, cobblestone, right? And Level 2 is like Vulcan. You get the idea, right? So basically, it's always upgrading metal X plus fish. And if you look at enchantment, let's say this one, it's always Muspellium plus some kind of flower. Similarly, I think here, no, here. Yeah, similarly, Muspellium, some kind of flower, and Muspellium, some kind of flower. So if we look at, let's say, upgrading metal first, right? So when comparing between getting an ore or getting a fish, personally, I would spend crystals to buy the ore and spend stamina to fish, simply because fishing is more consistent at 100%. No, just joking. Fishing is more consistent at 65% to 70%. Instead of having to synthesize or dismantle anything which is stamina inefficient because you lose value, I would just spend the crystals to buy the ore directly while spending the stamina to fish. Now, similarly, if I ever want to enchant my gear, I would buy the Muspellium and gather the plant myself. Gardening is really 100%. So I am technically more in control of getting the flower myself as compared to getting Muspellium. Alright, that's it for me. Leave a like if this video gave you a better insight into mining. If you like videos that provide value to your gameplay and keep you ahead of the free-to-play curve, subscribe. Remember, outplay, not outpay. Bye!